All right, drawn away. Okay, so here we're gonna start a new file here. So ta-da, here's Art Lord. What are your pronouns, Art Lord? Just so I don't mess it up. Canvas size. So here's how you extend your canvas without messing stuff up. There we go. Okay, ×2, right? Okie dokes. So I'm not gonna do a totally realistic portrait. I think I'm just gonna have some fun with it. She, her? Okay, we'll stick with she, her then. So I'm gonna do my interpretation. Can I just say I love the outfit? You know, I already told you that, but I love the outfit. I think that's a crow's skull necklace. It's great. Very, very witchy vibes. Very much my aesthetic, but you know. All right, here we go. Right? I filled in the background with gray simply because the white hurts my eyeballs. There's no real other reason for it. Now I'm just going in, kind of blocking her in. I think the key is also to like kind of zoom out a little bit as well. Okay, so I'm gonna block in her hand here. Hands is another question that I get a lot of. So the way that I like to see it is you kind of break it down into parts, right? The hand is, we'll call it a trapezoid, right? It's kind of this shape, that's the palm. And then on top of it, you can add the fingers. So we'll, portions are a little smushed here. Let me change this. So you can select it and you can free transform. I'm gonna zoom in on her face a little bit and just change up the composition slightly because the photo's it's a little bit zoomed out. let's flip her around. Let's see how much I screwed up the face. Ah, it's crooked. So always flip your canvas. I can't stress that enough. So there you go. Flip your canvas. And check whether or not your details are off, because they will be off. I'll go in and do the hair. Okay, I'll give you nails, I'll give you like a manicure. Anyway, yeah, so hands. Hands, you gotta just break it down, and you have to just practice, because otherwise you'll never get it right. By practice, I mean, like, every single hand that you draw, you find a reference. And if you can't find one, you take a picture of your own hand. let's see. Okay, so I'm almost done the line work. I'm gonna probably put in some colors after. Okay. So let's put in some colors here. Okay. Let's explore that then. Because I think at the end of the day, the colors, I don't like the colors. I think the idea is there, or give it a little bit more life, you know, a little bit more visual interest. If that makes sense. So, what color are your eyes, Art Lord? They look like they're hazel brown. I can't really tell. And correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'll go with maybe this color. Okay, so this is like done base layers, right? Black nails, okay. I'll give you some black witchy nails. Yes. Personally, when I paint my nails, it's almost always black. When I do paint my nails, I'm usually too lazy to get them done. So. Okay, you're gonna go in and put some silver into the necklace here. Okay, so here comes the fun part. We're gonna add some color to the face. Add some shadows. Oh, I see. I mean, I'm sure you look fine, you know? Alright, that's good. So I guess your makeup is probably also kind of a plum color. So, when I do makeup, I like to go on with the multiply layer and kind of just clip it on the face. And like add color because it's easier this way. I'm gonna add some there. So we're going a little over, you know. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna do a little bit more work on this because I don't feel like it's quite done enough. Probably won't be able to finish it completely. But, you know, get somewhere with it. We'll go with a darker plum color here. Go back to this. Fill that in. This layer was a little patchy. There you go. So next what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna group this. I'm gonna do some shadows, right? So here's how I like doing them. Create a new layer on top, flip it to the group, and I'm gonna fill it in. Let's see, what shall I do for shadow color? It's pretty neutral in the photo, so let's maybe go for a warm orange. Do that. So I didn't do a very good job coloring the background because it's a little patchy, so let's fill it in. Actually, I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna fill it in. Oh, I filled it in. So, and then I go back to the multiply layer and I kind of erase out where I think there should be lighting. And you can use an airbrush, you can use a hard edge brush, whatever kind of works, right? So I like carving light into dark, because there's just more dimension that way. Well, you look at the shadows, right? So if I look at this photo here, the shadows are kind of more of a warm color. So I chose more of a warm color for the shadows. That's it. And usually in photos for fluorescent lighting, which is what this lighting is, it's kind of green. So, I'll pick something that's kind of a contrast to the green. A lot of it will also depend on what is being reflected back onto the face. So like here for hair is kind of a plum purple color. So the color that's going to be reflected off of her hair is going to be like a plum purple. And then like the lighting that's being reflected onto her chin is going to be from her chest. So it's probably like skin color. And if it's the same color being reflected onto itself, it'll usually be just a little bit more saturated. It's kind of how colors work. Well, okay, we're gonna go in and add some pinks to the hand here. And if you look carefully at your hands, especially if you're like paler in complexion, all right, palms are gonna be very pink. And if you are slightly darker in complexion, like, you know, if you have a lot of melanin, not melatonin, melanin in your skin, usually your hands are two different colors. So the back of your hand is going to be a different color from the palm of your hand. Just interesting to notice that kind of stuff. And then what you can do for the light areas, let's pick a color for the lighting. Maybe kind of like this yellow color. Let's see how it goes. Oh, cool. Ooh, that's a bad color. Okay, let's do some adjustments here and make it look nicer. Okay, and then so once you get to this point, what happens is you take these, right, and then you bring them down to your individual layers, and you have to clip them. And I merge them all together, and I start painting that way. This is kind of my own specific method of doing this. It's not standard, there's no industry standard. You do whatever the heck works for you, kind of. And then I like to get rid of my line art, but I'll keep like one layer just to, you know, as reference. So we'll bring it down to probably the skin layer. Turn the opacity down. We'll, alpha mask it, change it to kind of a more saturated, kind of a red color. Change brush settings. Change the line color. Just so I'm not working with pure blacks. Merge down. And then you go in and you start detailing stuff. And at this point, how many layers do I normally use? Totally depends. It totally depends on the piece. I'm gonna move a copy of her face over because I can't see it on the screen. And then I start detailing with an airbrush. I literally will use the airbrush everywhere. Probably not best practice all the time, but because I like to start soft and then I go in with a harder brush and I will clean up some of my edges. So it's kind of how I work. Some people work another way in that they like having kind of very clean edges to start with. So up to you. I'm gonna add a little bit more pink here. So another tool I use quite a bit is the liquefy tool in Photoshop, and so I'm going to use it now because I feel like I've drawn her lips a little bit too low, so I'm going to move them up slightly. Does it really look like her? I'm not sure, but I tried. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna probably wrap it up soon. I'm gonna probably bring in some makeup here and we can kind of go over how to draw makeup. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stylize her a little bit more because oh, okay. I'm probably gonna stylize it a little bit more because level of stylization is a little bit too low for me right now, but let's... So we'll add in a little bit more shadow on the fork. Okay, so stylize it a little bit more. Liking it a little bit more. Okay, so let's put in some last minute makeup details, and I think we'll wrap it up there. So for makeup, I'm gonna use a different brush here. I'll grab that. That. Okay, so eyeliner. Give bottom liner a little bit. Tight line? It's like when you line your waterline. Instead of like, you know, like when you flip your eyelid down and like there's that area. I'm gonna go in and like add some eyelashes in there. Okay, you do line your waterline, alright. I'll give you some lashes. Don't forget your bottom lashes. I'm gonna add some highlights to her eyes, alright, to bring some life into the eyes, because they're a little bit dead right now. So like, you know, if you want more life in your piece, in your eyes, and I guess your character, definitely put in highlights. And like, there's reflections in the eyes, so don't be shy about putting in some more stuff. And then maybe some like highlights on the waterline, just to, you know, give the eyes a wetter, kind of more moist feel, so it feels more alive, kind of. Correct me if I'm wrong. I see your lipstick is not glossy, but if you wanted to make glossy lipstick, you know, just like add some highlights, but it's not glossy, so I'm not gonna do that. And then I'm gonna add some highlights here, just to bring some more dimension. And add like a highlight here, highlight this edge of the nostril. And you can highlight this area of the mouth, bring some more dimension in as well. Kind of just change up some of the shadows on the face. Okay, so another thing that I like to point out is the nasolabial fold. Okay, so nasolabial fold is this fold. It goes like this. Generally speaking, if you are drawing something a little bit more stylized and not quite as real, you actually wouldn't really paint it in. You kind of hint at it, but you wouldn't paint it in because it tends to make people look a lot older than they actually are. So if you want to keep that in mind, there you go. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you for joining. I will see you guys soon. Bye now. Have a good night. Or good day. Or whatever. Bye.